All right, everyone. So in this video, I'm going to try to make it somewhat brief. I might make another video of this like more extensively, but for now, I'm just going to try to make it as sweet and simple as possible. So we all know that most major market moves that happen have to have some form of liquidity sweep or liquidity purge, whatever you want to call it. All right. So in this example, I have GBP JPY, right? So what do we have here? Price was in a downtrend, right? Then started consolidating. And then right before the move changed direction towards the upside, what do we have? We have sweeps of liquidity, right? All this liquidity started getting swept. Finally, we had that move up towards the upside, that breakup structure here. All right, so we have that breakup structure, right? And then once we had that breakup structure, price finally retraces down, taps into the fair value gap, or you could have entered into the 0.75 for an entry as well. So once price retraced down here, right, this price started moving up. Okay, now you can apply this on anything. You can use this as a way to confirm your entries. You can find this to just find context of where the market's going, or how it would get to a certain area or a certain place in liquidity, right? You can use this for part of like your weekly forecast, so on and so forth. So let me show you an example of how that would actually look like as well. Okay, so for this example, I'm going to use this very basic concept for our weekly forecast. So we're on the 4-hour, we have GBP USD, and we have our higher time frame candles indicator turned on. So everything that you're seeing is a week's worth of data that's being highlighted. Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit. So what do we have here? Price was going down, right? Then started going up. Started going down, up, down, what? Okay, and then it consolidated, right? Down, up, not really breaking much structure, just consolidation. Finally, price sweeps up all this liquidity here, right? All that liquidity, okay? And then what did it do? It broke structure towards the upside. All right, so now we know where the market is more likely to go towards. It's probably going to go towards the upside. We're probably switching from bearish to bullish. Okay. So remember, we are on a 4-hour time frame and we're looking at a week's worth of data. We're trying to figure out where the market is more likely to go the next upcoming weeks. So we have a fair value gap here and we have our fib marked up to the 50%. Now guys, keep in mind, price won't always retrace to the 50% or to the points of interest that are near the 50%. Okay, it might retrace into it later, but remember, it won't always happen. So we have to look at recent price action. Are there any more fair value gaps nearby? Are there any more order blocks nearby, right? If there isn't any more fair value gaps, which is what we should be looking for, that means price is going to be super unpredictable, right? Price is probably consolidating for a while, or it's probably going to continue consolidating for a little while. So if we don't have enough fair value gaps in recent price action, it's probably a good idea to stay away from it. So let me show you why it's unpredictable. We go next. Price sweeps this set of liquidity here. Fast forward a little bit, sweeps more liquidity, right? Does not touch this fair value gap yet. And then what does it do? Finally takes out the liquidity towards the upside. Okay, but now we're moving. We have two strong bullish 4-hour candles. We're moving, we swept this liquidity. There shouldn't be a reason to go down here for a long time, right? We're trying to break out of this consolidation apparently. So that means that we're more than likely going to be targeting these highs right here for the rest of the week, okay, or these next upcoming days. But how do we know that it's more than likely going to come up here? Well, because again, we already swept major liquidity here and we had that breakup structure towards the upside. And so what do we have here? We got consolidation, swept some liquidity, and then we had two strong bullish candles going towards the upside. So yes, I do have a strong conviction that this high is going to get taken out, which means that I can also use this to find entries on the lower time frame. And let's just say I let price play out. Bam, price ends up taking out that liquidity, right? It retraced a little bit, tapped into this fair value gap right here, respected it, and went up, right? So that is how you guys can use this concept, or even labeling it as like an ABC concept, right? So the A would be the sweep, the B would be the breakup structure, and then the C would be either an entry or the takeoff of where market structure is going to go towards, right? Now, if you guys want more of an in-depth breakdown of this, a more further detailed breakdown on how you can use this in other market structure concepts or trade entries, whatever the case may be, you can do that. Just let me know how you want to see it. And yeah, guys, you can even apply this for like swing trade setups, right? If you were just to use sweeps and breakup structures to find swing trade setups on the 4-hour, you'd also be fine too. There's so many ways that you can use such a simple concept that the possibilities are just endless. Okay, and if you take apart any strategy, and I mean any strategy, you'll in one way, shape, or form find this very thing here. Okay, no matter how much of an advanced person you are, this is essentially unavoidable. All right, so with that being said, guys, I love you all. Take care. Follow me on my other channels. Check my description down below. I have links to like backtesting softwares, things that I use to make content. And if you haven't already, follow my other channel where I get a little bit more political and edgy. And if you haven't checked that out, definitely check it out. It'll be in the description down below. So with that being said, guys, take care, guys. I love y'all. God bless, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.